Just popping back in here, guys. We are ready to go for Super Mario Bros. 35, the 4-player head-to-head battle royale clash. We're gonna hit you with the swoosh for the last game of the night. Let's go.
Welcome to Super Mario Bros. 35. This is the 4-player battle. Our 4 players are going to be playing for an hour and a half. They're trying to get as many points as possible through the various means you see on screen. So if they finish first in their game, they get 5 points. If they finish second, they get 2 points. Third, 1 point. And for every KO they score, they get an additional point as well. And so after the hour and the half is over, then whoever has the most points is the winner. So as you can imagine, that's a lot of things to track between 4 games, which is why I have 4 amazing people behind the scenes. We got, just to make sure I don't forget anybody, Madam Toadstool, Blue Blazing Demon, Mega Freak 400, and Praise Scooter, all helping me out. Thank you for this very last minute notice. I should have asked this months ago. All right, we're at 11 o'clock, so they should be getting started here very shortly, just with the delay. All right, Alan is going, so he's the first one to go here. So we're just waiting on all those. And we're just waiting on Slim here. Slim just might be a little bit behind because I've had his window up since the Mario Party, so his might just be off a bit. But it might not actually be distinct, so that's just kind of how it is. But yes, if you've never seen Mario 35, I'm not going to compare it to Tetris 99. I'm just going to take you in blind, like you have no idea what a battle royale is. You're one Mario, you're against 34 other Marios, and literally, you have 1 life, and you're just trying to win. Like, you're trying to outlast the entire time. It's not about getting to the end. This is not a speed run. It's about outlasting your opponents by staying alive, obviously. Key 1. It's about getting coins, keeping your power-ups, and keeping your timer, because the timer is always against you in this game. At the beginning of the game, it's not really a big deal. It's ticking. That in-game timer is literally real time right now. Every second on there is a real second. But as the game goes on, it starts becoming faster and faster. So the timer starts not recognizing real time. So I'm seeing some KOs on the screen already. I'm going to be waiting until after each round that these players play before I update their scoreboards, just to be clear. So I'm gonna wait on our trackers to give me the place they get in and their KOs. That way I know I can update it, and so I don't give somebody extra points for KOs or something. But as you see on Alan's screen there, you see that orange box, that's a KO. That means he knocked out a player, and how he did that is by eliminating any of these enemies you see on screen here. You're sending it to any player that's targeting you. And if they die, so they have to run into that enemy, and if they die like that, you get a KO. So it's honestly kind of hard to do at the beginning of the game, considering you're squashing Goombas. But, sometimes you're probably playing against 10-year-olds and they're just running into it. So that's honestly, that's how you get some early game KOs. Every player is worth the same amount in this game. Doesn't matter how skilled or unskilled you are. Every player is worth the same, so it doesn't matter.
I had a quick question. So I noticed that when they were kind of just waiting to queue into a game, Alan, Slim, and Wolf's Mario was he has a little thought bubble above his head, and he was thinking of, they were all three thinking of 3-2. Does that mean that they're in the same game, or what?
Oh.
What is the meaning of that?
Okay, so at the beginning of a game, you choose one of the levels in. So this is all based on Mario 1. If you've never played Mario 1 before, this is Mario 1 with a bunch of other players. Before a game starts, you can choose one of the levels that you have unlocked. All of our players have all the levels unlocked except for PTM. I want to give big shout outs to PTM for being a part of this, even though he doesn't have as much experience with the game. I really appreciate it, man. But yeah, so you choose a level for the start of a game, and by doing that, it puts it into a level queue. And how that queue is decided is the lower level you are, the earlier it appears in the queue. So it tries its best, I'm pretty sure. If you're level 1, it'll try to make your level first. But if there's other players with level 1, then there's probably some randomness to it. And it also tries its best not to repeat the same level back to back. So like you won't get like 2 1-1s in a row. The only way something like that could happen is if the lowest level player in the game and the highest level player in the game pick the same level. Then that could happen. But that's how it decides the level queue. So if you pick a level, you at some point will see it. It won't vanish from the game. At some point you will see that level. So PTM honestly has kind of an advantage because he is lower level. He's more likely to see his level appear first in the queue, whereas our other players are pretty high level, so they're less likely to see it early.
Is there a specific reason that those three, I guess, other than PTM, all picked the same level? Is that like a beneficial one to have in the queue? Or?
So 2 reasons. One, it's kind of become a meme in our group.
I see.
For some reason, when I started streaming this game, at some point I just started saying, we respect 3-2. I don't know. It kept coming up all the time. And so we just like, hey, we're gonna keep picking it. We respect it, but the reason that we do respect 3-2 is it starts off with a Koopa shell kick, and a lot of enemies, which is very good for building timer because you build timer by like defeating enemies, and depending on the method that you defeat them determines like how much time you get. So if you do like multiple jumps on enemies, you get the most, but it's harder to do and it can be slower. And then Koopa Kick, I think, is like the next highest. So like that's a really good one to build time. And then I think Starman might be third after that. And then Fireballs is like the lowest. So typically you get like 1 timer. I think sometimes 2 and 3 depending on the enemy type. But so typically like in the late game, you're trying not really to fireball enemies. That's not really what you're going for. You're trying to do whatever you can to build timer through like those higher methods. So, and 3-2 also has a Starman in it. So after that Koopa shell, you get a Starman too. So like lots of great opportunity to build time. And because those players are really high level, they're more likely to see that level last. So when that timer starts going fast, they want to see that level because that means they'll be able to build some timer up and keep themselves in the game. So that's more than likely the reason I feel like memes was first, but then second, actual strategy.
It's a good level to want to go.
It is a very good level to pick. So Alan here, he just set his targeting to attackers, meaning that any player targeting him, he will send enemies to. And here's one comparison I will make against Tetris 99, is in that game when you target multiple players, it tries to like divide your garbage. In this game, it does not. If you send 1 Goomba and you're targeting 8 players, 1 Goomba is going to all 8 players. And same with Lakitus, which is like the big thing in this game. You get some crazy Lakitus on screen. Bowser's, Bloopers, Hammer Bros, that all gets sent. So if you have a lot of people targeting you, that just exponentially increases the amount of enemies in the game, and it starts going crazy. So
we do have a little donation here. It's a real quick one. $5 from Kage Jables, and he says, I should donate something.
Well, thank you, Kage Jables. Did I say that?
Yeah, it's him.
All right.
And we have a question in the chat from Madame Toadstool. It says, what does the treasure chest at the bottom right represent?
Okay, so the treasure chest at the bottom right, it has no in-game bearing. So when you get knocked out by like somebody else in the game, I think you give them like half of your coins, I want to say. But if you just die like by in a pit or like by an enemy that was on your screen, then what happens is half of your coins go into that bank, and whoever wins the game gets those coins at the end. And coins are like experience points. You can unlock icons, and it's also for like a weekly leaderboard. Which, by the way, it doesn't really matter much because this is over in 3 days. So really, that treasure chest means, as of right now, absolutely nothing. So bragging rights. We had PTM finish. Okay, so I'm getting some update on the points here. So PTM did finish his first game. So he does have 1 point. He did get a KO in his game, but he got 7th, so thank you on that. I'm trying to see like who's in what game. It looks like Alan and Wolf are in the same game, just based on the fact that there is 6 out of 35 left in their games. It looks like Slim's in a different one. So that's honestly better for him, because he could be playing against somebody that's not you know somebody that's skilled. So definitely to his advantage in this kind of event. So I'm probably going to leave it on the Alan and Wolf match until that one's over, and then we're going to switch over to somebody's audio. I guess we can switch over to Wolf's audio just to kind of give him, I mean, we're watching the same game, so we might as well switch on over to Wolf. So I'm sorry for the muted thing here, but we are good now. Let me switch that. There we go. Now we're watching Wolf. I mean, you can watch anybody you want, but I'm watching Wolf. I'm watching Wolf right now. So... as of right now in their matches, they both have an insane coin amount right now comparatively, and they both have what I refer to as a max timer, which, I mean, technically your timer is never maxed because it's always going down, but you can have a maximum of 400 seconds on your timer, and so, I mean, once you're up in that, like, 390 range, your timer's maxed out, so, like, you're good to go. But our players have actually just hit red timer, and this happens after a certain amount of time has passed in the game. It's not the same every time. When this game came out, I was like doing tests to see if it truly was the same, but it's not. I'm really not sure what determines it, but it's a very similar time each time. It's usually like 8 to 10 minutes, somewhere in there. And so what's happening now is the timer's in triple speed now. So. One real life second is like 3 seconds now. So the timer starts moving real fast. And then after 2 minutes, that goes to 5 in-game seconds to 10 in-game seconds per real life seconds. And that's as high as it goes. So the time starts moving super fast towards the end here. Typically, a game will get down to 5 players, and then the game will enter double time. Which will be like 2 in-game seconds per real-life second. But because I guess the players that are in that game are all super skilled, it hit red timer before that. So that doesn't even matter. Like, even though the music didn't speed up or anything when it hit red timer, it doesn't matter. It's still moving that same insane speed, so it really has no bearing. So.
I did see that Alan did get to 3-2. He played a mean 3-2 there.
Did he?
Yeah.
I just missed that. Yeah, 3-2, like I said, it's a really good level. It's a really good way to build timer. So it's a level you want to see. See, Wolf just got there, but see, the thing is, when you hit 3-2, if you're holding the run button and you're Fire Mario, you'll shoot a fireball. So you'll kill that first Koopa, which is what you need to kill.
Right, you want the
So that's
shell.
why we respect 3-2, because you need to respect that Koopa there. But Wolf did a good, I don't know if it was a backup strat or what he intended. I'm going to say backup because he probably didn't want to kill that Koopa. He just bounced on the enemies, and because there was like enemies he got sent to him, he was able to keep that going. So he did just as well. He's going to keep a pretty high timer. I don't think he's going to max it now. It's going to take him a little bit to get there, but I don't think he's going to max it at this point. And our players right now, so they have a lot of coins. You're probably wondering, like, what's even the point of coins at all? Besides getting them, what's the point of doing that? We have a box in the top left that I like to refer to as the roulette. It's probably not the official name. It's probably like item box or something like that. But it's the roulette. You know, sometimes you gotta hit that casino and let them roll. And by spending 20 coins, you can either get a mushroom, flower, star, or a POW block, which is just a screen light. So that's like a unique Mario 35 power-up. And if you get a power-up you already have, with the exception of a Starman, so if you get a mushroom and you have a mushroom, and you get a mushroom or a fire flower if you have a fire flower, you get 15 seconds added to your time. So like sometimes towards the end of the game, you might want to kind of just start spamming that to kind of hope you roll like power-ups to get you time. But sometimes you might not want to do that if there's a lot of enemies, because a Koopa kick or bouncing on enemies is worth more than Starman. So, you know, if you roll a Starman, you might not want that. So
yeah, you can see that Wolf looks like he's rolling for.
Yeah, he's got so many coins. He's just like, I'm going to that casino. You know, I'm betting it all in red. Like just you know, give me some power. And he's getting kind of unlucky here. He's keep getting Starman, which doesn't help him at all. Really at all. He wants to roll fire flowers and mushrooms. He might want to roll Starman for underwater, honestly, because while you can bounce on enemies like that you normally can, like Goombas and Koopas, it doesn't count like as like a multi-bounce, so you don't get that much. And then like bloopers and stuff you can't jump on either, or fish. So you gotta keep that going. You gotta you know, you want that Starman just to take them out there. All right, we got Slim finishing his first route. He got second and he got 1 KO, so he's up to 3 points. So good job, Slim, on that matchup. All right, so literally in this last game, we have Alan and Wolf in the same game.
That's
so
awesome.
Which is really sweet. Alan is in 8-4, which is like literally the final level. They are so close on this timer. Like, it is so close right now. They're gonna start trying to do damage boosts because anytime you get damaged or go through a pipe, your timer stops. But the other players don't. And Alan, he toughed it out and he got that win. So Alan got first, Wolf got second. We're gonna switch over to PTM's feed once I get some scores for Alan and Wolf. If you want to read some donations or chat or whatever, Stack, you can go for it here. So.
Yeah, well, we don't have any donations in right now, but I gotta say, this is like just the way everything's all set up. There's so much to look at, and just everything is all so crazy that it's definitely, I think, impressive even just to be able to be following all of this, like, you know, you and some people in our chat are. Definitely for me, I really like Super Mario Bros. The game, but I did not spend any time with this really on my own, so this is like my first experience at it, and it is pretty cool. Like, I kind of wish it wasn't going away because I would maybe want to try it now. But
I know there's some people that have said like they wish, like I know like King Kienzin's like, you know, I probably would have tried it out if I knew it wasn't gonna be timed because he like didn't want to get addicted to it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if that was necessarily for me because when it first got revealed, I was like, oh, that sounds like that. Because like, as opposed to the Tetris one, which seems more like, maybe like it makes more sense. This one is just so unhinged of kind of an idea.
Oh yeah, this game is all over the place. A lot of people want like a Zelda 99 or a Metroid 99 or 30, whatever they end up making it, whatever we're gonna call it. And you know, Mario just really makes sense in this kind of like once seeing it, like I don't doubt these other things could exist, but I don't think it can exist in the way that we're seeing Mario 35 exist.
Right.
Like they have to come up with something that makes more sense to those formats. Because when you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, they could do this with anything. It's like, no, they have to think of something that would be unique to those experiences. So I'm not doubting it. I think any game could probably be a battle royale, honestly. And you know what? I'm all for it. Okay, battle royales, low key, they're fun. All right, so like it's free. Like they're like all free, so they know they need that player base. I think like Fall Guys is like the only one I've heard of that's like a paid battle royale.
Right.
Which I mean, this has nothing to do with this at all, but I think with Epic acquiring them, it's probably gonna go free. It's probably going to be when it goes multi-platform too. You're hearing it. This is my call right here. This is my insider knowledge. But I really do think that's what's going to happen in the summer.
Bubba is saying, imagine a Mega Man 35, which sounds insane.
Mega Man is one of those things that it could work because there's like endless modes in Mega Man.
Right.
So you could just have like, it just keeps switching between screens or something like that. But imagine like sending like some of like the ridiculous enemies that are in Mega Man to other players. Like it's probably a little unrealistic compared to this game.
The thing about Mario is that even like there's a number of enemy types, but like a lot of them like they just I don't know. They all kind of make sense. They're like the same size. There's not like giant hopping robots.
Yeah, that's like the first thing I thought of, like Mega Man 2, like the sniper guys in the robot suits or whatever. Like just imagine, oh, I send that to 8 players and everyone sends them back. So, PTM just won his game.
Whoa!
Oh man, I don't think he got any KOs. I think I'm pretty safe to do that on my own because I'm watching this. I mean, Blue can verify for me, but I'm looking at it right now. He won. He didn't get any KOs, so that's 5 points for him. So he's tied for first right now. Like, hey, this format right here, it's really a super luck based on who you get into matches with, but like, you know, it's just fun. It's just fun to kind of watch this game for a bit and just see the insanity unfold. I was part of a tournament that had a structured format to actually have everyone face against each other because there's no actual queuing system in this game. but players have found a way because they're determined. And you know, it was a lot of fun, but it took so long to do. And while that would have been cool to do, I would rather just, you know, we show off the game for an hour and a half, and we kind of just relax and have a good time. And honestly, this is just, I feel like, a great way to close off this event. I think we raised $15,000 by this point for the end. I'm pretty shocked, but you know, I'm stoked. So you guys are awesome.
Well, speaking of raising money, we do have some donations in. We got
right before you do, before you
go
do,
ahead.
I'm gonna switch the sound over to Slim, and then hold on, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, you're good to go.
All right, awesome. So we got a $20 donation from Bill the Fajita. It says, "Here's to an incredible weekend filled with loving and caring people, both behind the scenes and in the chat. I'm honored to be a part of this event and cannot wait to see where this goes. Sending all the love." And we got to give a big shout out to Bill, the night Dirt Daddy official.
Yeah.
Like
I said last night, he stole our car at night. You know, he took the keys. And he went on a joyride, and I heard there was some really fun stuff that I really cannot look forward to. I can look forward to seeing them. So
I definitely described him as the cool dad who lets us stay up late and drink soda.
Oh, 100%.
That was very much the vibe that the midnight shift or the late night shift.
100%. Like I'm not calling out anything right now, but I'm just saying, like, you know, Billy, you have a family in that, like that's what the kids are gonna expect when they come over, you know. To the fajitas, they're gonna be like, let's.
Fajita residents.
They're like gonna be like, Mr. Fajita, can we have some root beer, please? When it's like 1 a.m. and then they're playing, I don't know, what game will they be playing in? Let's say 10 years. What game will be out in 10 years? But yeah, when they're playing Metroid Prime 4. yeah, that's a good joke, actually.
We actually do have another donation.
Okay.
K-Man with $20. He said he's doing the clapping emojis. So he said, "Alan is scoring KOs. PTM is turning the tables. Slim's finishing in first. Wolf's defeating Kage Jable." Thank you, K-Man.
Oh. Okay, man, thank you so much. I just got a recommendation. If someone in the chat wants to type the !YouTube command, yes, all of these VODs will be on our Stacked Game Marathon YouTube, which as of right now has the trailer for this event on it. But if you want to help us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, why is there different terminology everywhere online? If you want to help us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, you should do that. It's free to do on YouTube. It's the same as following, and then we can have an actual YouTube command, like youtube.com/stackedgamemarathon instead of youtube.com/bunch of numbers and letters. So yeah, all the VODs will be there as soon as I make them. So if you know me in conventions, that'll be next year. So no, I'll be on top of it. So I'll be on top. Anyway, I want to quickly get back to the game here for a second, because Slim is actually in second right now in his game. He's in red timer, so he's in late game. He actually just played 8-4. His opponent, I believe, is on 8-4 right now. I'm trying to see if they're trying to do the... There's a stalling strat you can do in 8-4. It looks like they're not trying to do that. And honestly, his opponent is low on coins. Like, they don't have enough coins to roulette. And they're small in Mario. So as long as Slim just stays alive here, I think he's got this. By the way, I know all these things because you can literally see all of the players on the sides. You might notice the little coin markers above each of these small screens. Each of those full coins represents 20 coins, which again is the amount you need to use the roulette. So if someone has 5 of them, you know they have 100 or more. So once you can start seeing less than 5, then you know, like, okay, they're on their last legs. So this is when you want to start just trying to survive, making sure you're keeping up your timer. And Slim's not getting a lot of enemies sent to him, which means that his opponent's probably not really sending him much of anything either. And I think his opponent may not know where to go either, because they keep running right and are not trying any of the pipes. So he just needs to really just stay alive, and I think he'll be fine. But honestly, in 8-4, if you go down a pipe, it actually stalls the timer, which is a really good method to kind of stay alive in this like 1v1 red timer scenario. So Slim might need to get a little more timer just in case, because like I said, I don't know what that other player's timer is until their screen starts to turn red, which means, oh, there it is there. So he's probably got it now. But once it turns red, that means they have less than 10 seconds. So yeah, he got it.
It's definitely interesting how those kind of little meta elements come in that you wonder didn't intend that people would be like purposely going down pipes to slow down the timer, or like little things like that that just evolve from games like this.
There is no way Nintendo knew that in advance, because if they did, they would not allow you to send about 80 Lakitus on screen.
That's probably true.
There is absolutely no way, because that is just absolute chaos, honestly. So that is, I'm making sure I didn't miss anything here. I don't think I have. I think everyone is, I just want to double check that I got the scores right. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. So good job, Slim. Let's head on over. Actually, you know what? We'll stay on Slim's game for this start here. We weren't really on him very long, and that's more work I have to do. So let's just leave it on Slim's game. He's picking 3-2 again. We're about 25 minutes in, so we still got a lot of time left.
Yeah,
we still got
anything
an
can happen.
hour, 5 minutes left to go. I know I'm not the announcer, but my hair is on the line if we reach 20,000. So I do want to mention that if we get to 20,000, I'm going Dr. Evil Bald, as people said in the chat. So I mean, I said it, but then people in the chat reaffirmed me that is what would be happening. So.
There are so many more flattering bald people and characters than Dr. Evil that I love. That's the one we stuck on.
I'm obsessed with Austin Powers, I guess.
Right,
so,
right.
Like, it was a big part of growing up with, that movie I shouldn't have been watching. But
right, for sure.
Whatever. Come on,
Who
let's
let
be
us
real
watch
here.
that stuff?
You know how like as adults, like we're all on these kids for like watching this stuff, but like come on, we all did it too.
Well, when you were a kid, you
come
did
on,
that.
you did. Don't lie. Anyway, so Slim's in this next game right here. I'm just trying to keep an eye off to the side here, making sure I have. Actually, you know what I should do? That'd be fine. I'll notice when something pops up, I hope. He actually just got a KO. You hear that little pew sound when you get a KO, and you see Mario die. Like I said, that's that orange box down there. You want to see as many of those light up as possible. Looks like our buddy Wolf has got a win. I'm going to wait on a confirmation to see his points there, because I'm not actively watching that one. But my peripheral vision is seeing this, so I just want to double check here. Good job, Wolf.
Big Wolf win. We also got a little donation from Jilly G. $2. And Jilly G says, "Can I has foods?" So, let's get Jilly fed.
Yeah, hashtag let's get Jilly fed.
Feed Jilly, hashtag.
Alright, Wolf got a win, and so he got 7 points. He got 2 KOs in that, so he'll take the lead there. Now, in our last matchup, when we did this test run, our players had kind of a little dabbled in this, and it kind of turned into a competition between Alan and Wolf, honestly, because Slim and PTM they had played it, but not as much. But I know they've been practicing, and this is a much tighter competition than it was weeks ago when we did this, so it has definitely changed. So I think we've kind of talked about everything in terms of like what you're seeing on screen. I can dive a little bit into like the strategy of what I'm thinking when I'm playing this game, because obviously every match is different, but a lot of them have similar elements. Like 99 times out of 100, maybe even 999 times out of 1,000, you're starting at 1-1, because typically the lowest level player in the game will probably be level 1, and that's all they have unlocked. It's not always the case. I think I've had 1 or 2 1-2 starts. I know, crazy. Wow.
That's wild.
It is wild, but typically you're trying to build up your coin counter as much as possible in the early game, because your timer's not going so fast, you'll like organically build up your timer as the game goes. But ideally, you want to try to get it up to 400 before you hit that red timer, because that's when it really matters. Anything before that doesn't really matter at all. So you're really trying to farm as many coins as you can. So some levels have branching paths, like there's like underground areas that have more coins in it or less coins in it maybe. There's the coin heavens, which are the vine blocks that take you up, and there's a bunch of coins up there. That's a big time killer, so typically late in a run you probably don't want to go there, but early in the game you definitely want to go there. So that's how I kind of treat each game. If I'm trying to win, not necessarily to get a high score or anything, because like I said, there's a scoreboard, but like, come on, it's meaningless now. But if you're trying to get stay in the game longer, you want to have as many coins as possible for the end. And then, hey, if you get KOs along the way, like I said, you take half the coins from your opponent that you KO. So, if it's late in the game and you get a KO, they might have a lot of coins. So, looks like Alan just got another win. Good job, Alan.
Yeah, so I guess I would, then think, like, is it more important to just kind of play, like, play your game in your lane and just kind of focus on, like you said, racking up coins, like getting, just kind of staying in that good zone? Or, like, is there a benefit to, like, just, like, is there a way, I guess, to try to, like, to go for as many KOs as you can, or, like, target that way?
So, obviously, you have no idea the skill level of players you're playing against,
right?
And targeting players at the beginning is tough. I think ideally you want to try to get as many coins at the beginning, because there's an option to target players with the most coins. So somebody might do that and they'll target you. And by choosing to attack like attackers on your targeting, you're going to have more players sending enemies to you, which means you're going to have more enemies to send back. And like I said, it's going to exponentially increase. So if you want to try to go for KOs, you want to try to go that route. It's not impossible. You just need to get levels that have not Goombas in them, basically.
Right.
Any enemy that's not a Goomba is immediately more terrifying than anything else.
Something good.
Bouncing Koopa Troopas, terrifying. Bullet Bills, terrifying. They're the worst. Hammer Bros, oh my god. Like,
and I know you. So you mentioned the Lakitu, which.
So Lakitu literally turns this game into a different game. Mario 35 changes into a different state of being when Lakitu is introduced. And, like, I don't like it at all. Sorry, hold on. We got Alan with a win, so I gotta add. He got 7 points. He got a win and 2 KOs, so I need to update that real fast. Good thing I can do math. Woo! But anyway, yeah, so when you get Lakitus and you're targeting a lot of players, you'll send that to players, and then if they send it back to you, like if you say 8 players are targeting you and you kill one Lakitu, you've now introduced 8 Lakitus into the game. Not to everybody, but 1 to each. And but the thing is, if all 8 of those players send it back to you, now you have 8 Lakitus on your screen, and now when you kill those 8 Lakitus, all of those get sent out, and it very quickly snowballs into just trying to survive that. And I really don't like that state of the game, because it just turns into just that's the game. That's the new game now.
Right.
I wish, because you can, if you're really good, you can keep that. I've seen games go up to 30 minutes with Lakitus on screen, because you can honestly just keep your timer higher and higher by jumping on Lakitus, because there's so many on screen. All right, PTM, he's got a 2nd place with 1 KO, so that's gonna get him 3 points there. So like I said, we got a really close game here right now. After Slim's game, I know we just watched like 2 games of his, but after this game, we're gonna switch to probably back to Alan, just to give him some more screen time. But yeah, Lakitus, like, they just kind of turn this game into nonsense. And
right.
Some of this, like, we're playing regular battle right now, which means you choose levels. There's special battles that basically have curated levels. They're usually they were usually on the weekend. None of this matters anymore again.
No.
But they were weekend battles that would have curated levels, and then whenever there was a level set that had Lakitus, basically that's what every game turned into. It was very rare that it didn't. whenever I was in a game like that, I would try my best to not send Lakitus to players. And so what's good is most of the levels that have Lakitus also do have a way to despawn them. So if you go into a pipe or a coin heaven, if you go anything besides the flagpole, enemies on screen disappear, and anything that gets sent to you also doesn't matter. None of all that just stops. So if anyone sends you enemies, you don't get any of that. So quite often I'd find myself just leaving the Lakitus on screen and just trying to get to a pipe or something so I could get rid of them.
To break the vicious cycle.
Yes, because any game that I got into that turned into that, I would never win. I mean, sometimes I did, but usually I would never win those. And the games that didn't turn into that went much better for me, because I know that I'm better at surviving like that than just keeping Lakitus on screen. Because what it turns into is just spamming my roulette, hoping I get a Starman, and then I spend all my coins, and then I'm out, and then I'm dead. So
it more just seems like something to do if you just wake up and decide to choose violence.
Yes,
like,
yes. You choose anarchy
that's the
that
type
day.
of person who would introduce a Lakitu into Mario Bros. 35.
So, like I said, there's no way they actually tested this game before releasing. There's no way, because
as all the best competitive games are.
Because they would have like immediately realized that this is ridiculous. We should if they Lakitus in Mario, by the way, literally like in Mario 1, I think in Lost Levels it's different, but literally in Mario 1 they only appear at the top of the screen. If that's all they appeared in when they showed up, like it would be fine, but they like layer on top of each other. Like I don't know if you noticed, but like when enemies spawn in, like they're in one space, Lakitus fly. Right. So you could, I think it's like either 3 or 4 vertical Lakitus can happen, and then like they can occupy every space. You can have like, you can have like 60 Lakitus on screen. Like it's dumb. Like it's just so stupid. When you have a Starman and that's all you see. Like you don't even see Mario anymore. You just see Lakitus being sent everywhere. Like it just becomes insanity. So.
We do actually have one donation before. I know you said we were maybe gonna switch to another game. Do you want to do that?
Let's switch to another game. Slim just did a very impressive. He KO'd his last 2 opponents too, so he got 1 win. He got that win in 3 KOs. So he's gonna get 8 points for that. So it's gonna skyrocket him into first. Unless I know Alan just got 3rd. So that's and 1 KO. So he got 2 points. So. Yeah, so that's going to put Slim in first, unless I'm doing math wrong. We're going to switch to Alan real quick here, and then, you can read that donation. So,
it definitely seems, though, like, that not too much would need to happen for them to pull ahead or, for the balance to shift at this point.
No, for sure. Like, getting those wins, obviously very important. That's 5 points, and KOs are just like kind of the random, this game's random enough.
Right.
Just add the intensity into it. So it's something we can easily track. Like I had thought about doing a system where tracking coins and stuff, and like that's way too much. Like let's just do the stuff that shows on screen, and like that's
right. That seems like the most simple and readable way to do it.
Easily. I'm pretty sure that's why this format was made, because they wanted to have something that was very watchable. So.
Right. So we do have our it's a $20 donation from Anonymous, and I can only assume they donated this Anonymous because they didn't want this to be linked back to them. But it says we got a number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Mario 35, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out 1-2.
So thank you.
There's that. Thank you for the donation.
Thanks, Will, probably.
Listen, I wasn't going to say it, but...
The only reason I'm saying that is because I hadn't heard that song
Will
until...
loves that meme.
Until, was it like American Psycho, or is that the movie
where he's walking down the hall.
Yeah, I didn't even know anything about that movie, and I must have watched that video so many times, because honestly, it's really catchy watching him walk to that beat.
So funny.
It's so funny. So... did I get Wolf's first and 2 KOs? I don't think I did, because he would have a lot more points right now. So that gives him 7 more, right? Yeah, so he's at 18. Am I wrong, guys? Did we do that twice? Tell me in the chat if I did that twice. That's new? Okay. Oops, that's new. Thanks, Toach.
Bubba says that was him. So, sorry, Will.
Oh, it was Bubba?
It was Bubba.
I like that he donated anonymously, and then when we
he
said
"Oh,
the
that was
wrong
me."
person, he's like, "All right, I'm owning up to this." He's like, "I can't let Will take the blame for this."
He had
like,
his Steiner's honor on the line.
Code.
His Steiner's code.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed as this event has gone on, but things have started to become more and more cursed as we've gotten comfortable with you guys, because the first giveaways started out as like, oh, headset and Batman, and then it turned into like Adachi and Toch and Steiner. So
Adachi was the one that got me so bad.
I was like, like who cares at this point? Like,
right.
It's all for fun. So, well, welcome to our community.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't know, this is actually I should save this for the end. So never mind. I'm not gonna do it during Mario 35.
In the final wrap.
I'm not gonna do it during the final round. I'll do it through Mario 35 or the end. Sorry, my bad. I'm supposed to be watching Alan right now. I have the wrong speaker icon on right now, so that's probably driving people nuts. So that's fixed. Sorry. Hey, next SGM, let's get a tech crew that does things for me. I mean, I'll be a part of it, sure, but like, let me not do all the things at once.
Right.
For sure. If I want to be a part of an event, let me not have to run anything too. Yeah, I was kind of saying, like, even though all of our players are playing, this is really like my event for the thing, even though I'm not even involved in it. I'm just talking. So
I just gotta say, looking at Alan, and he's on 1-3, but he enters the level and there's 3 Bowsers on the first 3 cliffs that you can jump up. Fortunately, it looks like he got a POW block and he knocked them all out of there. But
that's exactly what happened. Bowsers are easy, but if you lose your Fire Flower, they become annoying a lot.
Right.
So, and it's very easy to get hit by them too. Like, some of them always just like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And it's like, oh, well, now I got these Bowsers to deal with. So, sometimes they just spawn in really bad places. Like, this pipe's annoying because, like, he's gonna have to do stuff to mess with them, but he ended up fixing that. He got a star, man. He's like, whatever. I mean, 1-1's not a big deal. There's 3 power-ups in this level. So, if you get hit, whatever. There's a star, man. 1-1's got every... That's why 1-1 is obviously a very good level, because it has every item type in it. Not enemy type, that's for sure, but item type. And it's really interesting to see how this game evolves as you get into it, because, like, think of how easy 1-1 is, but then when stuff like, various enemies start showing up in it, it becomes very losable. Like, you can die in 1-1, and you won't feel bad about it because something ridiculous was on screen. But then you take all that ridiculousness and you put it into a level that's not 1-1, and that instantly becomes more frustrating. Because you'll play 1-1 like 8 times more than any other level, so you have way more practice in that one or maybe 1-2 you play probably just as much as well. I don't think I've even touched on 1-2. I should probably mention 1-2 is a huge importance in this run, or in this game in general. Because if you're familiar with Mario 1, there's warp zones, right? So you got warp zones in Mario 1. And in this game, they're very much in here. So I was mentioning that there was a level queue at the beginning that everyone chooses. So the warp zone lets you basically skip levels in the queue. So if you take like the regular exit in 1-2, then it'll just take you to the next level in the queue. But if you go to the warp zone, you'll either be going to either like the 2nd next level, the 3rd next level, or the 4th next level. And because it's like the original Mario, the pipes are like flipped. So like the far left one is like the 4th most level, and the middle one's the 3rd most. And that's actually important information, because if you choose the earliest one, like the far right pipe, you'll know what your next 2 levels are. Like, so this game is a lot about trying to keep as much information. Like when I'm playing this game, I'm constantly looking at my other opponent's screens because I want to see what levels they're getting into. Like, if they're getting into a level before me, I want to know what's coming up, because I need to know, do I need to pick up a power-up in this level? Can I just avoid it and get one in the next level? Or do I need to, like, roulette for something? Like, I'm always looking for that information. So, like, if I know, if I pick the far right level and it's, like, it's 1-1, but then I see, like, 2-2 will be next, like, I want to make sure I'm ending that 1-1 with a Fire Flower, because, like, I need that for
Right.
for 2-2 because there's no power ups in the water levels versus like if it's 1-1 then 1-2 it's like whatever, it doesn't matter, like I'll get a power up either way. So
Yeah, I actually, that was a question I was going to ask, and then just, the insanity and the power of the event kind of took it away from me. The warp pipe, that, like you were saying, that you can choose what level you want to go to next, what significance it has. But
yeah,
that is also interesting.
So, yeah,
that they would implement it that you just skip further into the queued levels already.
Yeah, it's not just like random levels in the queue,
Right.
which would be insanity, but but no, it's just like I said, like when you get to a warp zone level, so 1-2 or 4-2, they work exactly the same. By the way, like there's no difference to either of them. They're both warp zone levels. From those levels, you can access four of the next levels in the queue. So it's up to you to know how much information you want going into it. Now, obviously, if you go into like the regular exit, you're not going to know what those next 3 levels are. It's very rare that I don't take the warp zone exit because I want that information. Like that's very important.
Right.
And remember how I was saying like there's not really a way early game to really get those like enemies that you want to send to players, but that's a good, you can try to like breeze through the warp zone and try to get to those late game levels to be like, oh, this level has Hammer Bros in it. Oh, this level has Lakitus in it. I can do that. So Alan, I think what Alan's trying to do is he's trying to go further in the queue right now because he wants to see that 3-2, I think. So he knows it's going to appear last, probably, unless he's playing against another high-level player. So that's what he wants to see right now. I'm trying to see if they were like if anyone's in the same game, but it does not appear to be the case at all. So
I know the chat is talking about it, and I noticed it as well. I am seeing Wolf. Wolf looks like he was in a little bit of a Lakitu battle there for a sec. It looks like he got some KOs out of it. He took some people out. But
Wolf hasn't actually. He doesn't have any orange on his screen, so he actually hasn't taken any out.
Oh, okay. Well, it looked like someone got taken out.
Well, I'm sure people start dropping.
Right.
Like, Lakitus, you know what's annoying about them? They also spawn enemies that you can't jump on.
Oh, for sure.
So, Spinies, when you have a Fire Flower, they're no different than a Goomba. But guess what? As soon as you get hit, they are immediately a menace. They are your worst nightmare as soon as you lose your Fire Flower. So, did I get that PTM second no kill? No, because that just happened. So let me add that here. So he's got 2 points. Oh. I just got that. Sorry, my bad. We got PTM updated there. So yeah, you're starting to see some crazy things on these other screens. You're seeing some Bowsers. Bowsers, again, stuff underwater, it's not a big deal. You can just swim over it. Like,
right.
For the most part.
Bowser underwater,
So.
poof, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? You can just avoid him. Like, no big deal. The fireballs Bowser spit out suck because they are invincible. Like they do not get destroyed, and as you're seeing on Slimstream, they just follow you. They just keep going.
Can you screen wipe the fire off if you pass it? Like if you
if you get too far or you let it get ahead, then yes, it will vanish.
Right.
But you don't really want to stop, so like that's
no.
I mean, like if you feel like you have the opportunity to, sure, but typically you're not wanting to stop. So we got Alan here. He's got some Lakitus going on here. He's just kind of sharing them with his opponent because there's only one left, so you can't get any more. So it looks to be 2 Lakitus in play. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but we'll see for sure if that keeps up. But yeah, it looks like they're kind of sending them back and forth. And like I said, you keep those Lakitus on the screen, they keep sending Spinies, so those are going to keep adding up. And
they're the worst.
They are the worst for sure.
He's my least favorite from Mario 1 anyway. I can't believe I guess it makes sense, but like he's so much worse now.
I hated
He's
Hammer
a whole
Bros.
new element of terror.
Like I still hate Hammer Bros, honestly. Like they are.
Oh no,
they
that's
are
true.
Terrible, but they are of no comparison in Mario 35 to Lakitus.
I feel like I haven't seen too many Hammer Bros. I guess because they're in the late levels, kind of, right? Like, is that why we haven't seen too many of them, or maybe I just have missed them?
No, you're good. The earliest you'll see them is in level 3-1.
Right.
There's like 2 in there, and if you get that kind of early and you're targeting a bunch of people, you can start being a real what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, aggressor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's one.
you'll have to wait till some later levels in the game. Like I think 5-2 will have them. And then I think there's not any until 7-1. I want to say 7-1 and 8-3. Trying to think of all the levels. That sounds right to me.
8-3 for sure.
Yeah, 8-3 for sure.
Everyone knows.
And then there is the boss of the game in the original Mario 1 in 8-4, which is the Hammer Bro before Bowser.
Right. Oh, for sure.
that is the real boss of the game. If you do not have a Fire Flower, that is literally like you get past that guy, you won. Like, I mean, you still gotta watch it for Bowser, but like Bowser's way less of a threat than that Hammer Bro. So, as you can tell, there's not as many levels with Hammer Bros in them. And people don't really people like to pick the Lakitu levels because they like to see the insanity. They're like, I wanna get that game that has all the Lakitus in it. Because it's like a meme at this point now, so. Okay. PTM had he had a kind of a low scoring, but in one game, but it's no big deal because he's into a new game, so he wasn't in there very long. So I'm gonna be honest here, okay? So there's a super cheese strat you can do. If I'm Alan right now, I have a decent amount of coins. What I'm doing in 8-4, seeing that we're in red timer, I'm gonna just be damage boosting and running into wrong pipes constantly, because every time you go into a pipe, you stop the timer. And I'm just gonna literally just cheese the game out until my opponent runs out of time. He's doing the right thing in getting enemies before he pipe transitions to get that extra bit of timer. Like, that's for sure a good idea. I mean, he's being kind of honorable. At this point in this competition, I probably would be less honorable. I would just be like, I want this win.
You? Nah.
Yeah. But, because like now we're into, it looks like we're into the 10 seconds per real life second, I think. Yeah, so literally every 10 seconds in game is one real life second. So like he could have just kept doing that, kept getting hit, and that timer would have just stalled and stalled and stalled. And as long as he kept getting kind of decently lucky on the roulette, he probably would have been fine. I'm not saying he still can't win. I'm not taking that away from it at all. I'm just saying that's what I would have done. Is what I'm saying. All right,
it does look played honorable and just went for the clear.
Yeah, Wolf just got first. No KOs.
Yeah.
So good job, Wolf. He's up to 23. He is in the lead right now. Definitely still anybody's game as we are approaching our first hour of the game. Oh man, Alan was so close. I don't know if you've seen that top right of Alan's screen. That player is in red timer. They had less than 10 seconds left. So it was literally that close. So, yeah.
Was that 1 second left on there? Or
that just shows that I got first place.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I didn't see how many KOs he got, but I know he got second, so he got
He
2
beat
KOs.
Dio though, so that's pretty good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that was third place.
That's good. All right, so Alan got 4 points there. Let's move back to PTM. Let's check out PTM for a little bit. So let's change my perspective. I think I've been trying to go in like a clockwise fashion. I don't know if I've been doing that or not, but that's what I've been attempting to do. So let's see. PTM has he's deep in this game. He's got 6 players left. He's got an okay amount of coins, but it's more than 100, so that's all. His opponents don't know how much he has more than that. And we're not down to 5 yet, so the timer's just kind of steady time right now. He's going to be sending a bunch of bloopers to his opponents here. He's targeting lowest time right now. I don't really like doing this, honestly. I like doing it early in the game, because typically players that aren't as good won't get time as fast. So if I'm trying to get some early KOs, I might target lowest time. But the problem is, unless you're targeting the attacker's option, you're only targeting one player. So if you have multiple players attacking you and go attackers, then you'll get more stuff incoming to you because you're gonna send more out to them. So, and like he's like, you know, he's only like 250 seconds. So I probably, you know, I want to try like clearing as many enemies and trying to target as many people as possible. to get more stuff sent to me. I know it seems crazy, but a big part of this game is getting enemies sent to you. You want that. Like you want to be able to deal with that and play to it so you can keep your timer up and so you can send enemies to people. Like that's part of the game for sure.
So and again, having played Tetris 99, it seems like at least the targeting is the same kind of system, but it's attackers, lowest time, and then just because it's so small, what are the other two?
Most coins, so and random, which
I see.
Which isn't a bad one because if you target random, you might get people who are targeting attackers to target you. And then you can kind of keep doing that, get a bunch of people sent to you, and then switch to attackers, and then you have a bunch of people targeting you. So it's not a bad idea. I know some people like hold, because you can use the L and R buttons, not to switch Kongs, but to, but you can use the L button instead of X to roulette, and you can use the right stick to target. You can also press the R button, and it rotates clockwise. We got Slim in second place, 0 KO, so we gotta add that here.
DK6499.
Yeah, whatever.
DK, just call it Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. There you go. There's your game. You're welcome, Nintendo.
It runs at a frame rate of.
But as you see, PTM, he got a lot of people targeting him, and look, his timer. We were just saying, like, he was at 250. He maxed his timer, like just like that. Like, some levels are just really good for getting that timer built up. 2-1 is definitely a good level that has everything. It's got coins. It's got lots of flat areas to kick Koopas to get time like that. It's got a Starman. It's got a coin heaven and an underground. 2-1's a very nice level for sure. So.
I feel like I've been seeing that one a lot on the warp zone in 1-2.
I believe I got Alan's points on the board. Those are like 7 points, right? Or should he be at 26? I'm afraid now, guys. We're gonna need some clarification in the chat. Was Alan at 19 for a while? Should he be at 26? Or no, he got 4 points because he got second. Oh, I think I added that. I think I added those points. So this is where I need behind the scenes doing this.
To be more than a one-man job.
Yeah, it's hard to do commentary and run the scoreboard at the same time. So, Snack, why don't you like read some stuff from me so I can get this settled away here?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. So, well, we don't have any donations in right now. But we are again. I don't know what information Odin has, but we have gone quite a bit over the, our 15,000 goal at this point. Definitely, there's still potential for real craziness going on. Sis says, read my chat, Steiner. Hey, Sis. Again, we're at the end here. We've just got all of this, all this crazy fun giveaway stuff coming up here. Again, got the HyperX headset. That we got that way back in the distant past by reaching our $10,000 amount. Which was, if you guys remember, that was originally the goal, which we destroyed. So that's coming up at the end of the marathon. There is the giveaway of new Pokemon Snap coming up after this one. And yeah, and we also have that Zelda one coming up at the end of the marathon as well. So you guys, you guys, how are we here already? Sis says the ones before, 62-player battle royale, it's Beaver Bother. That's honestly, I think I would actually do pretty good at that.
What if it's that, but like one player is like the Claptrap and the other players are like the Beavers?
That's how?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if they go after you, you like lose control of yourself for a bit. But also, I mean, that explains how that game. I feel like there is people controlling the beavers not going into that pit. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's an invisible force field around the pit.
Yeah.
Imagine knocking the beaver into the pit, and then the little targeting thing goes like doot 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 doot, and it sends beavers to the field.
All right. We do have an update that the scores are good, so I'm actually doing my job. Yay!
Perfect.
And the trackers are doing their job. Thank you very much. So going back to PTM here. He is currently one of 3 players in a red timer game that looks to be going at the 2nd tier of red timer, so the 5 per real life. So any minute now, it's going to be going up high. So really, this is the point where he does have a lot of enemies on screen, so if I could start doing some bounces on multiple enemies, I'm going to be trying to do that. He got a good Koopa kick there. That could have been better. He got a fireball he didn't want to happen there. He wanted to get a little more out of that. Like every second counts at the end here. But this is where you kind of want to start damage boosting. Maybe when it gets to that 3rd red tier, the 10 per real life second. But that, and you definitely want to start doing any kind of pipe transitions wherever you can. So, oh, that was a nice bounce across the bottom there. That was really good. He's got he was out of coins. I didn't realize that. Oh, well, he got 3rd. And he did not get any KOs, so that gets him a point. And I can just do that now because I see that, so... good job, PTM. He ran out of coins. I didn't realize he was out of coins. I wasn't paying attention because why would I be doing that?
Right. There's a lot going on. It's
a chaotic thing. We're gonna switch over to Wolf for a little bit here. So let's check out Wolf. Let's see how Wolf...
Coins.
Everybody Wolf is doing. Run a bunch of stuff this event, some late night events, some late. I think it was all late or early, depending on your concept of time, I guess. But
my concept of time after this weekend is gone.
Yeah, I know. Like people have been saying, this is basically a con.
Yeah, it feels that way. Like I feel the way I feel after a con. Like except that, fortunately there's no plane ride home, and I can just leap into bed after this is all over.
Yeah, at least you don't have to say goodbye to your friends because
they
were
right?
never here. In person, anyway. I mean, they're here. All right, so Wolf is in a pretty skilled game right now because there are 7 players left, and it is in red timer, so that's bad for him, unfortunately. Sometimes, due to the format of this, that is just how this goes sometimes. It's, in theory, possible that people could be trying, like, watching this stream maybe, because I imagine we have a decent audience for this right now, that they might be trying to sneak into some games for this.
If you're here sneaking into games and watching the stream, we better at least see a dono, is what I'm saying.
yeah. If you don't just get this for free, like, come on. Like,
this is just literally screen looking for an online battle royale game. Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, I did that to do some recordings and stuff to try and get some like decent matchups and stuff, but like I guess I didn't continue to watch or anything. I don't think that's the case at all, honestly, but I mean, you can't control anything. Like I don't. Hey, when GDQ went on, I tried to do the same thing. But it was for the content though. it wasn't just like. Does it make it any better? I don't know. Probably not.
Of Mario 35, where you were like, "Hey, I'm sniping out GDQ."
I 100% made a video where I said I'm sniping out GDQ.
I need to watch that one.
I didn't post because I was at Bobo's at the time, and she's like, "Look, this is like one of your last days here, or whatever it was." Oh no, you know what it was? It was like our anniversary. And I'm like, I'm playing Mario 35.
No man better than this man.
So yeah. So I recorded, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't record it with voice. So I did that after the fact.
Bobo says, "This is what he does on our freaking anniversary."
I know. I'm the worst. I'm supposed to be a married man right now. COVID just came down and was like, nope.
It's hard to be married, both a married man and married to the game at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a difficult life.
It's a lifestyle.
Oh, Wolf is doing some really impressive bouncing right now.
Big bounces.
He could have just kicked those Koopas and like got a bunch of time, but honestly, that was a really good idea because like every time he was bouncing, he was maxing out his timer a lot slower than if he had just used the kick. So it gave him more time like artificially. So against his opponents, which is the real game, is making sure you just outlast your opponents, like we've been saying. As you guys didn't notice, Wolf is good at everything, so it's not a surprise that he's also good at Mario 35. What'd you say, Snag? I think I cut you off.
I was just admiring Wolf and his gamer skill.
He's a big gamer. Is there any announcements to make or anything? Want to give a hot announcement?
I mean,
if there's no donations, just give an announcement, Snag.
there's no
something
right now. But yeah, I mean, definitely we're.
This is just turned into chaos. It's funny. I didn't make the schedule, so I didn't realize that this was just gonna turn into me and you doing this.
We're like
it could have gone any other way. It could have been any other commentator.
I know this is one person who is doing everything, both doing everything mechanically and has all the knowledge. We're here like, yeah, dude. We do actually have another donation now, though.
Okay, Slim's got to win, so he's actually in the lead right now. Sorry.
Yo.
Not for long, because Wolf will have more points after this game. But hey, he's in the lead right now. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's actually a big one here. $110.
Oh dang.
Psycho Nacho Man. One last dono to round things out. Doritos chip.
Oh sweet, thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Psycho, and we gotta get some big chips in the chat. Everybody blast those chips out.
Blast those chips.
I definitely really liked how when Alicia was doing the cosplay blog, she was like, "Look, Mom, it's a chip." Like, what? Like, she's like, "Yeah, like a Dorito, like it's a chip."
All right, we're gonna switch on back to Slim here. Again, hopefully I've been doing this in order. I have no idea. I'm in a method of doing this now, but
yeah, it feels like we've been going clockwise.
Yeah, and it's how my windows are actually set up too. So it's kind of it's helping me out a little bit. I got a method now. I got a method to my madness. So we're on Slim's game. This is really early in the game, so this is great. So it's nice seeing an early start to a game because you can really start to see what some of the early game levels, what the strategies are going to be. So Slim's going to go to 1-4. And so, so to keep in mind with the warp zone, by choosing that 1-4, he knows after this he's going to have 1-1 and 1-2, which again are really easy levels. So he knows he has a warp zone to look forward to. There's no mystery as to what he's going to get. So he doesn't mind going to this. He's going to try to send a Bowser to some players, maybe get a KO. He's got to kind of watch it here because Goombas, for some reason, even though they're the easiest thing in the game, once there's 8 of them on screen, you still just manage to jump in between them and run into them because that's just what happens. So Slim's not even going to risk it here. I feel like he still would have been fine, but he didn't want to. I think he didn't want to die to a Goomba on 1-1, so he's like, I'm not having that happen on stream, so he rolled.
Senior's pride to worry about.
That's fair.
You gotta respect.
But like I said, he's got 1-1 and 1-2 coming up here, so it's not really a big deal. Unfortunately, I guess PTM just got a 6th with no KO, so I guess he's had it on. That sucks because that means he was deep in that game and got nothing out of it. So, in a game like that, you for this format, you don't want to be in that game that long. That one game he got 26 in, that was a better game because he was out of that way faster.
Yeah, it looks like I guess just to confirm, the 1-up mushroom just gives you more coins.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't think I even addressed the 1-up mushroom. It gives you 20, which is exactly enough to use the roulette. So 1-up is a free power up. So That's a smartly designed thing. A smart thing they did for this game. They could have changed it to like a money bag or something, but they're like, whatever. We're not gonna make extra graphics for this game. So. Anyway, so we got some interesting stuff coming up here. So, Slim chose 2-4, so he knows he's gonna have 1-1 next and 7-1 next. So I don't think we've even seen World 7. World 7 is kind of weird in that 2 of the levels in it, like 7-2 and 7-3, are just rehashes of World 2. Like it's just the swimming level and the bridge level again with extra enemies. But 7-1 is a unique level in that people have found a method, which there's no way any of our players are going to use. If they do, I'll be impressed. You can actually just stay alive forever in 7-1. There's a specific spot on the screen where there's bullet bill launchers, and if you're good enough, you can just keep jumping on them forever.
Just farm the bullet bills.
Yeah, and I don't think I've talked about this, but you notice how like players don't just stand still? If you do, your timer turns into an exclamation mark, and it starts ticking at like red timers time. So that method of bullet bill farming is still like it still beats that out. Like that's how good it is. I don't know what part of the screen it is. I don't know if it's here or later in the level. I'm not sure. But somewhere here you can do it. So this is a good level if you're getting targeted by a lot of people too. You can getting a ton of bullet bills on screen is really funny and also scary. Like similar to Lakitus, like because obviously bullet bills when they travel, like they either hit you or they go off screen or you jump on them. Like they're kind of just gone, right? Like unlike other enemies, like they kind of just do their own thing. But if you can get a whole bunch of them going, you can get some just insane bullet bills on. You can see like 30, 40 of them on screen at a time, like. And then you can't really do much about it sometimes. Like it's like you're taking a hit. It doesn't happen too often, but it's funny when it happens. So.
Now just imagine when Super Mario World 35 comes out and you can get those bullet bills that fly from all different directions of the screen.
Those diagonal ones, or no, not even. I mean, there is those ones, but you're right. There is up, down, left, right ones too. There's so. Yo, Mario World's awesome. That would be awesome, honestly.
That would be pretty cool because there's even more enemy variety, things like that.
The only thing is you could just cape over everything.
That's
so.
true, I guess. Well, there'd have to be some downside to just flying over every level.
I think if they were gonna do another game, I think Mario 2 would work really well because you could send Birdos to players and that wouldn't be the end of the world. I really think you would have to like
a bunch of Birdos. That would be chaotic.
Like you'd have to add stuff, obviously, like timers and stuff, but like no big deal. Like you could make it happen. But like sending the bosses and stuff would be pretty funny. Or just like Mario 3, just Mario 3 would work too. I think.
Seems like with the bosses at least, you need like something like the Starman to be able to take them out, or the POW block to be able to take them out. And not just let them go insane. But those bosses in Mario 2 are they're like boss fights, kind of,
Yeah, but I mean, if that game had a roulette system, you could get a Starman or a Turnip or something, right? Like, Turnip probably wouldn't be what you want, but I'm just saying, you could.
We do have a donation, actually.
Oh, okay.
Another really good one from Zen, $20. And she has a very insightful commentary to make on Mario 35. She says, "The."
Oh, thanks.
With a period.
The. Thank you, Zen. For assuming Zenonia, but who knows? Maybe it was just someone else who just wanted to put Zen.
Let's get some thes in the chat.
Yeah. Spam some thes in the chat. Oh, I want a wall of those. But like, after you hear me say it, like that's it. Like you can't keep it up anymore. I mean, I can't see the chat anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
We've got some thes going on.
All right, we got the train going on.
It's like SpongeBob ref. There is a that is a SpongeBob.
Oh, okay. We live in a world where you can say "the" is a reference to SpongeBob. Like How stupid is that? Like one of the most common words in our English language. Oh, it's a reference to SpongeBob.
Words are ruined, says Zebra. Oh, we got a $2 donation from Lanky Kong, who says he.
Oh, I did miss Alan. Apparently, Alan got a first and 5 points. So I'm gonna update that real quick. My bad, guys. Thanks.
Not bad.
Thanks for saying that. Looks like they've been writing down the stuff for me, so hopefully it's actually up to date. I'm keeping an eye on the Slim game right now because he's in second. He's in red timer. Well, he's not in second. He's one of 2 players.
One guy left.
And his other player, they don't really have any coins left, so this is looking pretty good for him. Oh, he even got the KO, so he got that bonus point too. So that's definitely what he wants to see. It's actually gonna put him in first.
That's like
just
the
barely.
point.
Yeah, that's the best ending for that. So yeah, so he's actually in first right now. So he's popping off right now. He's like, yes! Just like that too. I know Slim. He's excited right now. So
It's like he's here.
All right, so Slim just won that. So let's head on over to Alan and see what's going on with our #1 edgehead here. So
Has some KOs on his board.
yeah, he's got 2 KOs and he's
Pretty okay.
He's one of 4 players left, so it's probably, unless I jinx him right now. But I mean, he can't hear me, so commentator's curse. He's probably gonna get at least 3rd, at least. So although honestly, he's on 4-3. This is a level where you do yourself in more than other players.
Oh yeah.
This is one of those levels that it's just a tough level in Mario. And yeah, it sucks. So
with all the little, mushroom platforms and stuff, there'd be a lot of waiting to or just because they're so small of areas to have.
It just happened. I'm so sorry, Alan.
Oh no!
He just got, I told you. I don't know if he's listening to me right now, but he's probably like, oh, that. Oh,
Jinx, he said in the chat.
I just jinxed him. But yeah, that's it. Trust me, there have been many a time where I have done that same thing where you bonk your head on those things. That's the kind of level, honestly, it looks scary. I move as fast as I can because if I hesitate, then I'm overthinking every jump. You kind of want to run those levels like 1-3 and 4-3 like on a script, like for yourself.
Get into that NES game flow,
Yeah.
that like retro flow state.
Yeah. When this game came out, I streamed it a lot, and I had actually recently played through Mario 1, so I was pretty used to the physics and stuff. But what I did was any levels I was thinking I was having trouble with in terms of like strategies, there's a practice mode in this game, which I guess when this game goes offline is the only thing you'll be able to play. And I practiced those levels and I made sure I had strategies down. So like when I see 1-3 and 4-3 and 6-3, like I have a script running in my head of what I'm gonna do. I mean, if some enemies show up and it messes me up, then it's bad. And when I land on platforms I never go on in those levels, I'm like, this is bad immediately. I'm not supposed to be here right now. So I try my best to just get out of that. Like, I'm just like, I want to get out of this level as soon as possible. I'm not going to let it overwhelm me, because 1-3 really did overwhelm me at the beginning, but then I practiced it a bunch, just to get into the habit of it, and then it became easy for me, so.
We do actually have another... we got another donation.
What? This is great. What's the laughing for? We're raising money for charity. It doesn't matter how cursed it is. Bring it on.
This donation has instructions.
Oh, instructions?
I'm trying to read this.
Alright, I was told PTM just got 3rd, but he's in a game with like 20. Maybe he did. I mean, I believe it. Alright, hold on. I gotta update the score here. Alright, go ahead.
Apparently this is a donation from me, but it says it's a $20 donation from K-Man. He says, "Tak and the Power of Juju is my favorite game." And then in the donation it says, "Thanks for agreeing to donate this message for me, K-Man. Just place that comment in the comment box so that I can read it on stream and validate that Tak is actually the best game." Also, make sure to not post these instructions. Snag Attack 8. So, whoops! I shouldn't have read that. Oh no! Now everybody.
Was the joke that you donated it, but it was
Yeah.
came in.
I don't.
He tried to fool us.
He put my instructions into the donation.
He tried to get one over on us. Oh, yo! By the way, I want to give a shout out to PTM. I don't know if you're seeing his pirate image right now.
PTM is. I like to imagine he's still in that.
Yeah.
And he's been all day since 8 a.m.
He is a mad lad for sure. The idea was he was gonna dress in that like getup for raising a certain amount of money during his Pokemon run,
right?
To give away new Pokemon Snap, but we turned it into a goal incentive. So I'm really appreciative that he's still just like, hey, we're still gonna give this away. But he sent me that image of what it was. I'm like, yo, PTM, can I use this for your for your on-screen icon? He's like, go for it. I'm like, all right, here we go. So,
He has made a Steiner's transformation.
Yeah, he should just like change to this. Like he could be like Captain to Mario or something.
I
like,
think it could be a good gimmick for him.
Yeah, like this could just be the new look.
Pirate to Mario. He doesn't even.
Oh yeah, that's a much better one. But it starts with it's the same initials.
Yeah, well, it's perfect. He doesn't have to change any of his imagery or icons.
Pirate to Matey.
That's the kind of rebrand you can ask for, honestly.
You know what I just realized, by the way? When we're done this stream, we're gonna get to raid somebody with an absolute insane raid, and I am like, don't go anywhere, guys, because we're gonna get to do one of those like marathon raids to somebody. So
our final go.
You better be like suggesting some targets or something for us, and we're gonna. I don't know. We're gonna pick somebody.
Either that, or now that you mentioned that, someone in the chat is like,
I gotta go live now. I mean, if you do, I guess we can still raid you, but like, maybe just stick around instead.
Seems like a Will move.
Yeah.
Will doing that. Yeah, Wolf's. He seems to be the only one of our 4 competitors who's really playing with the Lakitu. He's the one who's always.
You can see that on his, so he's targeting 2 players right now, so he's multiplying them by 2 each time. So he's kind of waiting right now. He's waiting to get like a Starman or something to move. But yeah, like look at the Lakitus coming. Here they come, and here's all the spine. That's not nearly as bad as it can get, by the way. Like, oh, 9? That's nothing. Like that's nothing compared to what this. Oh yeah, here it goes. Here we go on Wolf's screen. Look at this. It's starting to get heinous right now. It's starting to get to that insane level of.
He looks like he's managing it though. He's using items.
He could have despawned them actually by going down the pipe there. He chose to commit to the bit. So
he seems like he thinks he can outlast that other guy in this.
Oh yeah, Wolf's also playing as Luigi. Somebody found out that you can hold the L button. You can hold that L, and once you've unlocked all the levels, you can play as Luigi. That's just a hidden Easter egg that, of course, people found out somehow. I mean, I guess there's other Mario games, like New Super Mario Bros, where you can hold L and play as Luigi. They teach you that like after you beat the game.
I don't even think I knew that.
Oh, well, guess what? Now you do.
I'll have to replay it.
But yeah, Luigi offers no benefits at all, because literally when you become Fire Mario, he looks exactly the same as regular Mario. So right now, he actually doesn't have a Fire Flower. It's a rare occurrence, but so.
We do have a $5 donation from Zebra Steiner, who says, "What's everyone's favorite bee pun?"
I don't know, what is it?
There's been so many through this marathon. I feel like we've heard every one in existence. He did put the little cone cha emote, which is something we've been. The funny thing about this marathon is like, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised because it's this community, but there's been such like a meta of jokes even that have evolved. Not even stuff like we brought into this marathon. Even little things that have come up as like little recurring bits in the waiting room, waiting to go live from the streamers and everything have evolved and taken on their own little life.
I gotta say, that's the one thing that I regret that I wasn't able to be a part of, is any waiting room.
Yeah, the waiting room. I had a blast in the waiting room every time I was in one.
I wish, honestly.
You gotta shake all your like sillies or profanity out before you go live. It's just like a funny place to be in.
Well, I mean, Alan's not even that far in the game right now. I mean, when we're this deep into the game, I mean, what are you gonna do? Talk about it still? Like, when I'm playing Mario 35, I talk about the game for about 2 minutes, then I start talking about other stuff.
Rambling off. Hey, so it's my anniversary today.
Maybe it's your anniversary.
Oh, that's you rambling.
That's me. Yeah, that's what I would have said on. Yeah, I'm recording this on my anniversary. I don't think I did. We are almost out of time, actually. We have 7 minutes left in our game. We've told our players, hopefully they've read, because if they didn't, that's not my fault, that they can finish their game once the hour 30 is up. So they'll have an extra chance to get some points. It is, I think PTM. I mean, I can't really say that because you know he gets some KOs, but PTM is probably out of this. But Alan, Slim, and Wolf are definitely very much still in this game. Like they are very close in point totals, so it is not impossible. So for any of them to win.
There's Wolf with a second place.
Yeah, Wolf, I think Wolf has got a second with no KOs. I want to say.
He got locked in that Lakitu battle with the guy in first. I want to announce another thing we're very close to is $16,000 on the meter. We're almost there. We got, what would it be? I can't do math. $52 left would get us to that nice whole number. So if you're out there watching, maybe you haven't donated yet, or you know anything like that, even a whole amount. You know, it's always nice to get to those little round zones. It's just something to keep in mind, everybody.
Oh, I don't know if I'm being asked to say this again. Maybe I wasn't clear, or maybe I'm not understanding the question. I hope. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're good.
Stack, say stuff.
Are we okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
Just say stuff.
Sizz says, let's get to Sizz 16,000. I feel like if we have to do it for anyone, well, I mean, we'll do it for, you know, all the awesome people at Breast Cancer Research Foundation and all those that would benefit from, you know, another, what would it be? Oh, man. Well, it'd be another hour of research if we got there. But also, let's just do it for Sizz, because, come on. Yeah, so Bill says, the best thing about this pseudocon is we have 100% of the footage.
Yeah, we do. That's crazy. I mean, I guess if I don't edit it, you can still watch it, right? So, for 30 days or whatever it is, and then it's gone.
You know how after a convention, you always, like, scroll back through your Twitter feed and, like, look at all the funny pictures and stuff you retweeted? Our Twitter feed that we get to scroll back through for this is 64 hours worth of content.
It's pretty crazy. Alright, I think our players know to stay in the game after, but I'm just going to quickly finish your games.
We got came in $2 donation that says, yo, can we get a snack baby marching sound to start the march to 16,000? All right, I'll kick us off with a little
Is that like the
everybody go for it.
Was that the like press your luck board or something?
That's it's so hard to describe what that even is. It's just this sound we started using to describe, like, I guess the sound a baby would make.
Okay. So
you just go dee-da-doo.
I want to get back to the game here now. I can talk again. I don't know what happened. Like I started talking and I don't know. I couldn't talk anymore. Like, I lost my voice or something.
It happened. We're probably all gonna be like that after this.
Maybe I inhaled a fly. I don't know. But
oh.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Something happened. But Alan is being targeted by. He was being targeted by 3 players, but it's 2 now. And there's lots of Lakitus, so His game is getting pretty intense right now. If I were him right now, with 6 people left in the game, I'm probably trying to find a level where I can just spawn stuff, honestly.
I'm now noticing, and I guess, again, just because there's so much going on, that I guess when you're being targeted, it shows you the, like, almost like Tetris, the little cue of what's coming next on your level. Is that something that's really possible to look at when things are this chaotic? Or, like, how much does that play into your strategy? And we wait with bated breath.
Sorry, 1 second.
You're good. Oh no, now he's on 4-3. Alan. Oh god, he's got all Lakitu Cloud.
I'm trying to explain things here. Sorry.
You're good.
Alright, PTM just got first apparently, so that's awesome for him. He got a KO, so we're up to that.
Who got up first?
PTM did.
Oh, nice.
And he's the underdog, so I want to see him get some points.
Yeah, we do.
So Alan's on a maze castle right now, with a bunch of Lakitus and stuff.
Yeah, Alan's game's crazy right now.
Yeah, Alan's game is going to end very fast, but unfortunately he has he's under 100 and his other opponents have more than, so he's actually in a bad situation.
It doesn't look like he has a lot of coins left. That's what you mean by
what he needs to happen is to get KOs right now. But that's going to be hard because other players are going to be rolling Starman just like he is. So he's not in a fantastic spot. And of course he rolled 4. Oh, he did just get a KO, but unfortunately they didn't have many coins left. And that's good for him on points for our competition, but not necessarily for this game.
Not for the win.
So yeah, he's probably just going to try to delay this a bit.
Hold out as long as he can.
Yeah, I would probably just, honestly, what he's doing right now is probably pretty good, just standing there and fireballing. But you see, like, it's turning exclamation marks, so that timer is just speeding up. It's going to eventually beat him, so...
Right.
Sorry, we were talking about the queue. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's about 1 billion Lakitus in it, so
yeah,
it really has no bearing whatsoever.
I guess at this point, the queue is just like, you'll know what's coming.
The queue right now is Lakitu, so...
I'm just
Slim got second with 1 KO.
It just doesn't seem to be... it doesn't seem to really be that kind of helpfulness that, again, something like the queue in Tetris would, where you know what's coming next.
Unfortunately, Alan, again, just got...
We gotta announce, we did get the hustle to 16,000 even from a $50 donation from Zebra Goomba that just says, "Hi, Sis."
I think Slim was at 30, so he's at 33 now. And Alan just got 1 point, so it's up to 27. Oh wait, and Alan, that just ended the match for Alan too, so he's out. So Alan is going to get third unless something absolutely insane happens on PTM's game and he wins and gets 4 KOs. Alan will finish third in our game. Good job, Alan. I guess I can stop the timer now. It doesn't matter. So, yeah. I straight up, whatever. You know, it's gone. We don't need it anymore for the marathon. It's gone.
Destroyed the time.
It's gone. Marathon did its job. So we're in our last game. So I should probably look at probably either Wolf and definitely because BTM just got out too with nothing. So they're gonna get 4th and 3rd. So right now, Slim and Wolf are playing the game of their lives right now, seeing what happens. Let's look at... Well, Wolf was supposed to be next, I think, so let's look at Wolf's game.
He looks like he's a little further back than compared to Slim. Like he has more time on his board. But
it looks not
like
in the same game. So
yeah.
So Wolf's deep in his game. He has 2 KOs, and you know he's 2 points behind. So it really depends on what happens here. So
he's gonna need that win.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously they're both gonna need that win. If he doesn't get any more KOs and gets first, and Slim gets first, they'll tie.
Interesting.
Obviously Wolf wants to win, and Slim wants to try and get at least 1 KO here, and obviously win. So, when we did the hour version of this, that's when we practiced, that went super fast. This felt like it might have been faster. Like, it wasn't, but it felt really fast. Like, this was,
Going on.
I can't believe 90 minutes just passed. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
didn't feel that long.
So, I'm getting word from Mega, who's been doing stats, that Slim has placed in every single game he's been in, so that's why he has a lot of points, because he's doing well. I mean, that makes sense, I guess, but...
In order to do well, you must earn points.
Yeah, yeah, if you know, that's like the John Madden. If you cross the end zone with the ball, you get a touchdown.
Sometimes that's all you need. It's that simple.
Oh, I have the speaker on Alan. I was like, no, I don't. Now I see what he means. My bad. Look, I'm so done. I'm so checked out, guys.
A long weekend.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm exhausted.
Nope.
I probably look like trash right now.
Me too. I'm like,
and I have to appear on webcam after this. Like,
oh, I'm like, you know, me and K-Man have been joking this whole weekend about how we're both the Rat King, is what we keep calling each other. Right now, I'm definitely the Rat King.
Well, I might be in competition for that one. All right, so
it's fine. When we're at the point where you're like, just announce something, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? We know it's the final hours.
Yeah. So we got Wolf he's one of 2 left in his last game here, and his other opponent has less than 100. So I know I said this last for Alan, but unless something crazy happens, he should be fine. He probably is gonna take this. So
it looks like
his opponent has 1-3 too. So honestly, if Wolf just starts sending some like nasty stuff to him, he'll probably be fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, his opponent just ran into the pit, so like he didn't even jump.
Oh no! The Wolf's got to win 2 KOs, so Slim needs another KO, and he needs to get first.
Well,
for the
Slim does have a KO, so he needs to
He's
win.
got 1. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure here, guys. All right, let's switch over.
Yeah,
Let's switch over to Slim. Slim is playing. He's in our last game. If he wins, he wins. Otherwise, Wolf wins. Which is pretty cool, honestly, that it's come down to this. So
otherwise, he won't win.
Yeah, that's it. He either wins or he doesn't win. Like literally.
You turn into John Madden commentary at the very end.
Sorry?
I said when you turn into John Madden at the very end.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, that's literally it. He either wins or he doesn't win. So, let's see his opponent. Let's look at his opponents here a bit. So he has 2 opponents that have less than 100 coins, so that's good for him. But he has, or maybe the one that's targeting him has less than 100 too. It's kind of hard to tell. I hate when. Okay, so he has 3 opponents actually with less than 100. And he has 3 with more than, which is rough at this state in the game because they could be decent players. So he's probably gonna have to try and earn this. I'm not to say that he hasn't earned any of his wins, but he's definitely gonna have to play a lot tougher.
He's gonna have to make this count.
Yeah. Honestly, because I like playing very risky. Did we mention we hit 16,000 by the way?
We did. I think you were in the zone.
Okay.
I didn't mention it.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you.
Rock.
16,000.
Right. Now somebody dropped 4,000 so I can go ball.
Kelly Slater?
Yeah. Everyone get Kelly Slater in here. Tell him to donate 4K for charity.
The final hour.
But yeah, in this final game here, like honestly, if I were in Slim's shoes right now, because I am chaos like incarnate, I would do whatever I could to make this game go as crazy as possible. So if I see an opportunity to start Lakitu spamming people, Bowser's, anything weird, I'm going for it for sure in this game because I want the players that are good to mess up.
Yes.
That's the best way you can win. So like Slim's got a 3-2 and a 6-1, so he took 1-1. Okay, so he's gonna get 3-2 next, which is good. So he's gonna get a good timer, especially because he just hit red time. And he's got 6-2 next, which 6-2 is like the, I guess, like pipe maze level of the game. Like it's got a lot of pipes and a lot of piranha plants. Like it's like the earliest version, I guess, of like like Mario 3 how it has like the pipe world. Like that's the closest thing you'll get in like that world literally has no theme to it. Like World 1 of that is like this Lakitu like outside level. Level 2 is like all these pipes and stuff with piranhas, and then 6-3 is like it's like snowy and a bunch of pits everywhere, and like it's very weird. It does
feel like the world where they were like,
let's just put everything in here. We ran out of ideas. But let's let's have some worlds just have repeating levels in them though.
Yeah. Well, it was their first try,
I guess. Oh, Slim is down to him and another player. I didn't realize what happened to all those other players, and
it count.
And his opponent, they have less than 100.
Something crazy must have happened. I don't know what.
I have no idea. I wasn't even paying attention, and then
it was like he's just playing his own game. Like he's just kind of playing for survival right now.
Yeah, he's just doing his own thing right now. So he's gonna be heading into 6-1 here. So, I'm sending those Lakitus where I'm like, I don't want to be in this game anymore. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna start spending my coins. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win here. Like I don't care what happens. I'm not doing anything that's gonna throw off my game. I'm just gonna start.
Just initiate the Lakitu event.
Yeah, but again, because there's only one other player, they can only trade them right now. So.
Right, I guess that's true.
So as long as he just keeps ahead on timer and just kind of stays afloat here, it's looking pretty good. I know I'm just setting him up for something here. I'm really not trying to.
Let's talk about how good everyone's doing. But if he's in 6-1, would it benefit him right now to like be piping around or not really?
Do you mean like going in like alternate exits or something? Okay.
Yeah, try to like kind of freeze the clock.
There's nothing like that in 6-1, but he's in 8-4, which I told you. This is. I mean, he could go for honorable victory here and do this legit, which it appears he is doing. I'm just taking the. I would just be spamming that thing and going in all the wrong pipes and just slowing that timer down because that other player has like no time left. And they're in 1-3. I feel like they're gonna. I feel like this player's gonna fall in the pit here. I think Slim has. Oh, actually, I think he got to the end of 1-3. Okay, never mind. I'm just really looking at his opponent right now more than Slim, just to see what they're doing.
Probably going to be doing in 8-4.
But Slim has all these pipe transitions right now, and like even by not doing this cheese strat right here, he is still very slowing down the timer by like every pipe transition. So that's really good. And and he even got the KO. So Slim is like, I want to win by 2 points. He's like, I'm not winning by 1.
Guy. This is not how Slim wants to win.
I mean, he already had the win as long as he won, but he's like, you know what? I want 40 points. I don't want 30. I don't want 39. I want to win by 1. I don't want to be close like that. I want to win by 2 points. All right, that is, guys.
Oh my god,
guys.
No.
That's it, guys. that's
no,
it.
It's not.
Guys, we're done.
We met the incentive, right?
Sorry?
So we met the Monday incentive, right?
Yeah, we met. Yeah, we're extending it. No, we're not.
What?
No, definitely not.
Do more planning.
The Monday incentive is sleeping in.
Monday incentive is sleep.
Guys, we are done. Okay, they're sending me stats right here. I guess I can double check here real quick to make sure I have the points correctly. So I'll do this real quick if you want to say some stuff, Snack. Just so I can double check my math.
Whew! Oh my god, I don't like 65 hours. Pixel said of this insane community coming out and going above and beyond everything that I think any of us on the planning board at least could have really imagined would happen. It's just crazy. We made it to $16,000 on the donation. Again, let's do a little quick math because I'm so bad at math. That's 320 hours calculated out towards research for Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Again, BCRF. I feel like we haven't gone over this in a while. The highest rated breast cancer charity in the U.S. Largest private funder of breast cancer research and metastatic breast cancer research worldwide. And especially right now with everything going on with the pandemic and everything there, it's even more important than everyone says now more than ever, but even more important to have all this money going for such an awesome cause. And everybody here was a part of that. Even if you just watched, even if you just donated some bits or subbed or did a small donation or made a tweet, it all went together. And I mean, I feel like we'll probably go over Odin will probably give us all this in the sign off in the grand finale, but it's still just, I mean, it can't be said enough how crazy everything has been. Oh.
All right, those are our. I haven't checked BTM. Blue hasn't posted it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't get more than that.
These numbers are the final stats.
This appears to be the correct final scores. So.
Yeah, look at this guy counting the correct score.
Look at that. I paid attention. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, so I know I said we were like done, but like obviously, we're not. We gotta talk a little bit. We have some things to talk about. So I almost swooshed us by accident.
We got some things to give away too, for sure.
We do have some things to give away as well. So I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff because I want to try to make it look as official as possible. This event has been pretty professional, I think. Honestly.
It's been awesome. The first time I saw the swoosh, I was like, this gonna be good.
Yeah, this is awesome. Like as soon as I saw Bubba make that, like when he sent that, I was like, okay, our event rocks. Like, it's already good.
We swooshed into success the first time I saw the swoosh. I was like, we're here. We live here now.
Yeah, that's all it took. Like that swoosh was just like so good.
We actually have a couple last-minute donations here, too.
Okay.
We have a $40 donation from Power to Slim Kirby, which I assume is PTM, but who could know? Maybe it's just Slim just, hyping himself up. $40 for Slim's decisive, monstrous win. It really was decisive. Congrats to Slim, and great job to all of the Mario 35 players. It was very impressive, even... I'm sure both from someone like Odin who has done a YouTube series on this game and from someone like me who has seen very little of it. It's crazy how good everybody is.
Yeah, honestly.
And we got another $20 donation from Big Bobo.
Ooh.
This is to all the amazing gamers I get to call my friends. I love you guys. The post-con depression is so real.
It's already hitting.
Best weekends ever. I miss everyone so much, and because I'm a cheesy mush all the time, can't help but get sentimental. I'm so blessed to know you all, and definitely I would echo that sentiment as well.
Is that it for...
That's it for donations right now.
I just want to say that all of our players played out of their minds. They did incredible. Big ups to Slim Kirby for taking little... I would say like, oh, we'll do this again next time, but guess what? That's not happening.
And why?
I mean, SGM, we'll talk about that, but obviously that's happening again. But Mario 35, we're done. This is it. Slim can walk out and he'd be like, I won that. Yeah.
Won Mario 35.
Until we come up with some other crazy finale event for next time. Like,
yeah.
It would be like Fortnite or something.
Not with something else crazy like this.
Yeah. Maybe Fall Guys when it's free. I don't know.
Fortnite 2.
Yeah, Fortnite 2. I want to give a shout out to all of our runners because obviously they weren't talking during this. So thank you to Alan Edgehead. in the chat, as I'm saying this, please do the shout out commands, mods or anybody. So Alan Edgehead, thank you so much for being a part of this. I think this was your only event in this, but hey, you got this. This is the thing I was most looking forward to because I thought it'd be really cool to do. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Congrats on your third. Thank you so much, Power to Mario, for just being like, hey, I know you need a fourth. I'll join. Doesn't matter if I'm good or not. And PTM, I thought you played really well. You know, you have some amazing competitors against you. It's just hard to deal with that. And I think you honestly did really well for yourself. And I wouldn't consider that a loss. Okay, I mean, you can technically say it was, but I wouldn't say it at all. I think you did very well. And you know, thanks for doing the Pokemon Red earlier. And am I missing something? I don't think I am. But
transforming into a pirate.
Did PTM do announcing during this? There's been so much. I don't.
He did. He did do announcing.
He did, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I'm not crazy, right? Slim Kirby, congrats for winning. Please give a shout out to Slim Kirby. Got that win. You know, I stream with him on Wednesdays. We haven't done that in a while. Honestly, this weekend has been like a time hole or something where nothing has existed outside of it. Like they could have announced Metroid Prime 4 is coming out next week and I wouldn't have known because I wouldn't have been paying attention at all.
I gotta say, my favorite thing in the world is the manga series One Piece. And I have not read One Piece today. It came out today this morning at like noon. Haven't even read it yet because of this. Yeah. It has definitely been a time portal.
Yeah. But, you know, good job, Slim. I hope to collab with you more. Check him out on Twitch and YouTube. And then Wolf Kaminari, you know, you got second. You were really close. You know, like I think you just get into some games that just unfortunately, but like aren't good, or you're playing against people that are just really good and they go on too long. Slim just had an edge just getting into that last game with like 2 minutes left. So if he didn't, you know, probably this would have ended differently. But good job, Wolf. Shout out to my buddy Wolf. He did a lot of great runs. He did Donkey Kong Country 1. Did Celeste. He was part of the Clubhouse games. Also, I didn't mention Slim. He did the Link to the Past randomizer with Adirondack Rick. That was awesome. Thanks to people involved in that. And Mario Party with Bobo. Madame Wario. We keep saying Bobo. Like, you guys know these names by now, right? I hope so. So thanks everyone involved in this event. I think I've shouted out everybody who's involved. I guess I haven't shouted out me.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're on this channel right now. As you know, when this event ends, I mean, I'll let you know tonight, and because it's obviously technically Monday now, and any bits and subs in that between like Friday and Monday are going back in to the charity. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. But like, you know, just because this event is over doesn't mean I'm gonna like stop streaming. I mean, am I gonna stream tomorrow, Monday? Like, no, not at all. But I think Madame Wario is streaming tomorrow and doing a just talking. I don't know if I'm supposed to be advertising this. I am. So she said she was doing a just talking stream and she wanted to have me on there. So I might join her tomorrow for that. So just a heads up on there. There's a spoiler alert for you.
I got another heads up for us too.
All right.
We have 2 more donations.
All right, let's get them.
One anonymous. So this we didn't have a chance to address this, but there was an anonymous $9.69 donation. Nice is the message there, and that had us at 1606969. I think. I mean, you know. And then Wolf decided to liberate us from that. So Wolf Kaminari with a $31.31 says, I lied, one more for the road. This has been so good. And congrats, Slim, on the big win. But big congrats to everyone who made this marathon a success. Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you so much, Wolf. Thanks, Snack, for announcing. I know you're not done.
What do you mean I'm not done?
Because you gotta do the giveaway after this.
It's over.
We gotta do. We're having a webcam. I mean, like you can go away after the intermission, but
I want to do the
I need you to do the giveaway. You're pulling. Look, I'm pulling extra hours here. I need you to pull extra hours.
I'm doing it.
Right.
You scheduled me for last, or Beck did for some reason, I guess. But
All right, we're gonna swoosh away here.
one last time, baby. Oh man. Well, here we are, you guys. Oh, whoops. I unmuted the stream. Oh, you guys, I don't know how to announce anymore. Well, let's go ahead and just go over one more time the stuff that is coming up here for the giveaways. Again, we met everything possible that we had as potential for giveaway incentives. And just to give you guys a little recap on what's coming up for us, because other than everyone crying, there are a couple things left. So we got that copy. This is the most hotly anticipated thing, I think, here. Giving away the copy of New Pokemon Snap, a game that will be guaranteed to be a 10. A free 10 out of 10 for you, Jim. After Mario 35, that was just a little look back. Our 13,500. I can't believe it's that much. Goal was met and got us that. We still have that very what even is the scrumptulescent Gugoric? We have a very special white rose gold HyperX headset to give away as well. That was the original big thing we were gonna give away, but not even that. We've also got the Zelda combo pack, you guys. Majora's Mask on the 3DS, one of the best Zelda games, actually my personal favorite, and two very cool Zelda amiibo, Mifa and Zelda, both from Breath of the Wild. So definitely stay tuned for all that. I see a lot of thank yous in the chat. Yeah, you guys, we'll get that. We'll get that flower crown photo shoot. I was actually thinking about this today. About my flower crown cosplay. I think I feel like I'm gonna have to save it until we can all meet up. So sometime. So that's definitely gonna happen. But I'm just imagining how great it can be. It can be so good. You guys. Oh man, I don't like. When it's hard to be the announcer when up next is end of SGM marathon with a sad face on it. Oh boy.
Snack, do you want me to just announce with you, or do you want me to be behind the scenes still?
Whatever you want to do, you can. If you want to do it with me, go ahead. I'm waiting for the go ahead for the raffle to start.
All right. We need a fitting fitting giveaway keyword for PTM's giveaway. But not one too long. Like we can't be like pirate to Mario because it's pretty long.
What about just pirate?
Pirate? Yeah, all right, we'll do that. So we're gonna start that right now, guys. We're gonna do 3 minutes on it just in case someone took a break or something. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to enter here. We're gonna do !pirate. We're gonna open that right now. And should I enter it? I don't know. Kind of tempted. Like, am I gonna buy New Pokemon Snap? I'll leave it up to the chat. Chat, should I enter it? Will you let me enter it or no?
You should enter it for sure.
You think I should enter it? Well, yeah. You're only one opinion, so.
What is the chat gonna say? No.
They're all saying yes and do it. They're saying I'll permit it. I'm not gonna enter the headphone giveaway, even though Bobo really wants me to, because she wants them for herself. But I'm not gonna enter that one.
The board was like, no.
Yeah. All right. Please be rigged. If I win, it'll be rigged. All right. I'm entering. I entered the crown, didn't I? I think I entered the crown, and you won that. So, all right, I entered it.
No contest in the crown. Of course, that was gonna go to me.
All right. I won't enter the other ones, but all right. If I win, you know, rigged. How many people we haven't really been talking about numbers and stuff. We have 101 people in here right now.
I did mention that. I think you were in the Steiner zone.
Guys.
But yeah, we were at over 100 that entire Mario 35.
That's crazy. I don't want to flex or anything, but I'm at 230 subs, which is absurd for me. Like, I mean, literally zero that's going to me is going to charity. But like, I've never seen numbers like I've gotten reports from like you know, Twitch after you stream, like, here's your Twitch summary. It's like average viewers, like, right. What? This is, like, oh, this isn't happening again.
30? I did pretty good tonight.
Yeah, this was sweet. This
pretty good.
All right, Twitch, just partner me. Look at these numbers. Like, there you go. This is my average. This is my average, for sure. This isn't a special event or anything like that. I definitely won't have the stats to make partner now.
Partners. I think that and I'm not trying to put any pressure on you if you have your own like idea for this, but the chat is clamoring to know if we do have an idea of the bits and subs amount.
Oh, I do. I'm gonna say it during the
perfect. I figured you would, but I just I didn't want to let it go.
I have told some people, but there are people that won't say anything, so.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot though.
It's been insane, even all that's
pretty. I don't know if any stuff happened like that during the run or anything, but
there was a level 5 hype train right before the run with after the interview.
Oh wow, maybe I didn't even notice that.
That's like the 4th one I think we've got all weekend. So
yeah, I think they've all been level 5.
Yeah, they have. I think they've all reached level 5.
Shout out to my mom entering this. Mom, if you win, you have to give me the code.
Your mom's a gamer.
You don't have a Switch? She doesn't have a Switch.
She'll love new Pokemon Snap.
She would for sure. All right, the raffle's closed. All right, here we go. Oh my god.
All right.
Come on, me, baby. It's so stupid. Power to Mario. He gave it away. He bought it for himself. Why'd he enter? What PTM? I can't believe that. Are you kidding me? He's like, yes, I don't have to buy it now. PTM, that's crazy. PTM, do you want me to draw again? Like, do you want me to draw again, PTM?
This than any other raffle, by the way. The whole tons of people entered this one.
Okay, he said draw again. All right, hopefully it just lets me draw again. So it should. All right.
Oh my god!
Uraziel 1. I think I've seen that name around. You know that guy? All right.
Will's friend.
Will's friend?
Yeah. He's actually been here a lot for the whole marathon. I believe at the beginning of this he said, "Yo, me."
New Pokemon Snap. Uraziel. Wow. Did they respond? Did they say they wanted?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. Did I spell it right?
He say he wanted it.
Uraziel 1. So you're gonna have to get in contact probably with PTM. Because obviously that game doesn't come out till April. We do not have a 1 month in advance copy of it. So I think he's gonna buy it like on some digital front. It's just gonna be no physical copies here. You have to have it digitally. Who buys games physically anymore? That's another topic for another day.
That one will be good to have digital.
Yeah, for sure. Congrats. Congrats. On that there. We're gonna switch over to me. I guess. Let me make sure I have everything set up here. Oh, why? Alright, it's really dark in here. Turn on this lamp.
Oh my gosh, there's a wrecked chain going on right now.
Scythe got wrecked?
I think we gotta give a shout out to...
He did.
Gotta give a shout out to Spacbot, who has Spacbot right now is like he's just a smudge on the ground. He's been wrecked so many times this entire marathon.
Oh wow, Wow, Scythe got wrecked again. I think he's just broken, honestly. Smackbot doesn't know how to respond. I don't even know how the random feature in that works, so.
Packbot can't handle this.
Alright, Snack. I'm probably gonna switch on over, so why don't you give us a sign off? And
Yeah.
because you deserve it, man.
Well, this has been. I'm so happy not only that I got to, like, one, be a part of the marathon, get to play all these games, a couple games for everybody and do commentary, but especially to do announcing for this final block where everyone went above and beyond, the expectations I had and I think anybody had for this. It was crazy. It's the best. You guys are all the best. I can't believe we did such an awesome thing on like the maiden voyage of this idea. And just everyone who was involved in it on the back end, on the front end, just did such an amazing time. And especially everyone out there who participated in it in any way was incredible. So thank you guys all so much. That's it for me. I feel like I've said like 4 already where you can find me. So we all know, but yeah, I really, at this point, I just want to say thank you to everyone. And yeah, that's it.